grown up being taught how important education is. And some of us would thought that education is just something we need to land on a good job. Well, honest to be told, however, education goes so much beyond by just getting a good paying job. Education is an important tool for us to use in making lives better. Good day, PHINMA Education Schools. Good day, PHINMA Education students. I am your host from the University of Iloilo. I am Jefferson Salazar Lamor, and welcome to this day's special event. This is PHINMA Ed Spotlight with our core question: why teacher education at PHINMA Education? And today we are joined with so much honor to be with College of Education, PHINMA University of Iloilo College of Education's finest breed of achievers. Today, they're going to show to us the importance of determination, hard work, and strong faith in making big things in life. And they will be introduced, of course, by one of the best deans in this university, Dean Lionmark G. Pinero. Dean?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the College of Education here at the University of Iloilo. And this afternoon, I am honored to introduce to you our guest of honor and speaker and invited guests for this talk. Let me introduce to you our first invited guest. She is a graduate of Bachelor in Elementary Education, major in General Education at PHINMA University of Iloilo. She topped the Licensure Examination, top 7, in August 2014. Right now, she teaches at Dao Central School as Teacher 1 in the province of Antique here in Western Visayas, and currently pursuing her Master's in Education, major in Curriculum and Instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to present to you our invited guest, Ms. Niera Caminse. Ma'am Niera, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's just such an honor to be here with you this afternoon.
All right. Our second invited guest is, of course, also an alumna of the College of Education here at PHINMA University of Iloilo. Graduated Bachelor in Elementary Education, major in Special Education in 2015. And she topped the licensure exam for teachers, top 6 in September 2015 board licensure exam for teachers. Right now, she is studying and finishing her Master's in Education in Victoria University in Melbourne, Australia. Live from the land down under, from Australia, Melbourne, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss April Joy Gakit. Ma'am April, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Happy to be here.
All right, and of course, we are acknowledging also the presence of our PHINMA Education Schools. And of course, let's begin with PHINMA University of Iloilo. Then we also have the PHINMA Ed students of PHINMA Cagayan de Oro College. Joining us is PHINMA University of Pangasinan from the province of Pangasinan. We also have PHINMA Arroyo University in Cabanatuan, Nueva Ecija. And our PHINMA NCR schools, we have the St. Jude College, Rizal College of Laguna, and Republican College. And the last but not the least, Southwestern University PHINMA from Cebu City. To our PHINMA Ed students, welcome to this afternoon's talk.
Thank you so much, Dean Layan, and thank you so much, Ma'am Mira and Ma'am April Joy. Thank you for gracing our event. I know you are so busy, the two of you, and thank you, Ma'am April. I know that we have different time zones here in the Philippines, but then again, you made way for you to be here in this event that we have right now. Shout out once again to all of our viewers who are watching right now. Keep sharing this post so that the Philippines, the world, or the universe rather, will get to know why PHINMA education schools make life better. And at this point, let's get to move on to our main reason why we have these two achievers in our online event right now. That we'll be asking them questions, and we'll get to know them better. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's start with our first question. Mom April Joy Gacket, what made you decide to take education, our teacher education?
Well, at first, it wasn't exactly my choice. My mother told me to take English education, rather teacher education. And later on, I realized it's actually a wise career path. Like if we're talking about the future and the stability of being a teacher. So yes, that was also one of my reasons. And I believe that the educational landscape is changing, and the idea of a teacher being inside the classroom 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, that's now becoming outdated and it's changing. So that also gave me the motivation to pursue this degree, because I would be able to do something else. Yeah. And it's still relevant.
Amazing. Exactly, just like what we are having right now in the middle of the pandemic. We thought all the while that education will be stopped because of the COVID-19, but then again, we are flexible teachers. We can always adapt to certain changes happening in our community, I assume. And now, Ma'am Mira, there's one question I really would love to hear your answer. Ma'am Mira, who influenced you to become a teacher?
Well, I always believe, sir, that there will be teachers that will teach us something that we will remember for the rest of our lives. My early influences are my elementary teachers, because they are the one who really pushed me to be one of them. Also, I remember one experience I had when my class advisor in the 3rd grade made me the little teacher. You know, the little teacher, the one who teaches other students to learn how to read. So such role was my turning point that led me to fervently dream of becoming one in the near future.
All right. So I assume that your teachers have really worked hard for you to be inspired to become the teacher that you are right now. And I'm so happy to know that one. You know, our influence does not end only in the borders of our classroom, but it goes beyond and outside, and we don't know where our influence would end. And now, Ma'am Gaget, given that you have decided to take up education, why PHINMA education?
PHINMA education because I think it was the only university that has given me the option of a scholarship. Yes. So although I took entrance examinations in other universities, it was only PHINMA Ed who has given me the scholarship. So yeah, University of Iloilo all the way through.
And what's your first choice now? Amazing. And I'm here, of course, you were my student before, and thank you for reminding me of my age. Thank you. Ms. Gacket, you were a presidential scholar, as far as I can remember, right? Okay, now, Ma'am Mira Caminse, we're talking about Ma'am April Joy being a presidential scholar. Now, may I ask you, were you that really excellent before?
I'm not really, sir. I think I'm just average one. There are a lot of classmates I had before who performs well and they excel in almost everything. But what I think really worked for me then to excel in class is that I have a good study habit, and when it comes to my studies, I really so dedicated, sir.
Okay, so you were just an ordinary and typical school girl in the university. That is so,
Yeah, sir.
Ma'am April Joy Gacket, we're like that before, right? What's your story? What's something that you can share, Ma'am April?
The scholarship that you were talking about just seconds ago, I lost that. So definitely, I had my fair share of troubles and grave mistakes as well that led me to grave consequences. I've lost my scholarship. I struggled with my grades and all of that. But despite that, yes, I think the main reason was because I was seriously in love with learning, although that did not translate into my grades. But yes, that I guess kept me alive until I graduated.
Okay, but you know, the failures, the struggles, the mistakes that we have committed, that we have faced, is actually an opportunity for us to learn more and to become better people, and we can learn from our mistakes. Now, I guess Reliant also will be asking you questions about your special journey. Dean?
Yes, let's have a little flashback of their experiences. So, how is it like to study teacher education in PHINMA University of Iloilo? Let's give our viewers a little background, a little knowledge of your journey towards becoming an in-service teacher right now. I'd like to ask, since both of them were my students before, I'd like to ask the little girl from Australia, Ma'am Gakit, Ma'am April.
I'll always be the little girl, huh?
Yes.
The feeling of taking up teacher education for me personally, it was fun. It was fun. Like we get to do things, and it's like a combination of different disciplines combined into one. Like the knowledge that we learn are also influenced by other disciplines like psychology and others. So yeah, that made taking up education as fun and exciting for me.
All right.
Aside, of course, from the other activities that we had in college of education.
So it's a combination of learning at the same time having fun. All right. Sige. How about Ma'am Niera? I remember when she was my student before, every time I give exams, Ma'am Niera would always submit her paper last. I remember that in our educational technology class. She would always submit her paper last. So, Ma'am Niera, how does it like to study teacher education? What is it like to study teacher education at PHINMA University of Iloilo?
Sir, teaching is one of the most challenging careers one can pursue, and also the most rewarding too. So taking up education, you have to really constantly better yourself, and you should always never cease to learn. There will be times that you will get tired of the complexities of the teaching tasks, but if you want to really become a teacher, you have to have patience and dedication.
All right. So, how's the journey so far? If you're going to have a flashback of the experiences.
It was a wonderful journey. I got to know a lot of things. I had started to open up and discovered new skills. I had highs and lows too, but I was just so blessed to have people around me who constantly encouraged me to always do my utmost best.
All right. So how did this experience help you now that you are already in the in-service, that you are already in the teaching profession?
Yes, sir.
Should I go ahead?
Yes.
Like things that I learned during weeks of my undergrad really helped me in my few years of teaching. Like since we were taking like practical lessons, right? So it really helped me a lot when I was dealing with classroom issues, when I was dealing with my students, and even up until now that I'm in a different country, the things that I've learned during my work are actually applicable here. So yes, it's very helpful. The journey was very pleasant. It was very meaningful and also practical.
All right. Thank you. Ma'am Niera, would you like to add?
Well, sir, I think FINMA education really prepared me to my current job as teacher right now. Um, I was given a lot of opportunities, and I was very glad that I made the right choice to stay and study in FINMA.
All right, with all those experiences and relating these experiences to the outside world that you are in now, let's try to go back and again refresh our minds about our preparations for the licensure exam for teachers. And I know you prepare a lot for the licensure exam. What's your question on that, Sir Jeff?
Well, assuming before you are just right before you're enjoying your perks and your stress of being a teacher right now, or say for Ma'am Nera and Ma'am April Joy Gacket, I know that the licensure examination for teachers was the biggest challenge. It's like the level 10 of the journey of becoming a teacher. Ma'am Nera, what was your feeling before the said examination?
Well, sir, just like other board takers, I was just so nervous. I'm not really prepared well, but I really did my best.
On that point, you are being a top notcher, being a top 9, you are not prepared well. So what happened to me? Ma'am April Joy Gacket, how did you feel? Ma'am Nera is so anxious, I assume, and is so nervous. How about you? How did you feel before the examination?
I was also feeling the anxiety, but I was also excited, and slightly, because the feeling that you have just graduated, and there was a feeling of uncertainty about that. Would I get a job after I take the exam? Would I be somewhere months from now? Would I be able to pass? So all those uncertainties, and combine it with the excitement, with the anxiety. So basically, that was my general feeling overall months before the left.
Wow. Now your Mom April Joy is top 6, Mom Nera is top 9, and not everybody gets to the top. The question is, I guess our viewers are so excited to know your answer to this question. Mom Nera, what are your preparations? How did you prepare for the licensure examination?
Yes, sir. Well, preparation is very important. I think PHINMA has really prepared me in taking the exam. One thing I remember was the comprehensive examination. It really helped me in refreshing all the lessons that I have learned, and challenged me to do well during reviews. And I think, sir, no, it's very important to assess yourself first when you take the exam. Knowing my strength, my weaknesses, and my learning style helped me a lot. Then after self-introspection, this is when I opted to self-study.
Amazing. And actually, thank you for highlighting the value and importance of the integration program. You had this experience, just like a pre-board examination before you graduate. It actually makes our graduates feel more ready and capable of passing the board examination. And I would really attest to that, because gradually, year by year, there is an increase in the number of passers each year. And I guess that is because of, apart from dedication of the teachers and the quality instruction that PHINMA education is providing, I guess the examination, or the pre-board examination, the professional integration is really of great help in making sure that our students, our graduates, will pass the board examination. Now, Ma'am April Joy Gacket, what was your special preparation?
Wasn't any special. So when I reflect on my preparations for the LET, actually, I realized that it was more of cumulative. Like the things that I've learned from my first year of college up to the last year. I think I've taken all of that together and made use of that during the review. So yes, that's for when I was thinking of knowledge. But in terms of test taking skills and because it's also important that you know how to take the exam. There are many things to consider, many factors. The comprehensive examinations, the review that we did, thanks to the efforts of the College of Education, really helped a lot in preparing me for the LET. And of course, the support that I got from family, friends, classmates, everyone who they supported me all the way. Yes. So yeah.
No, knowing you as my student before, it's God's blessing not having any enumeration part in that examination, because you've told me that that's really your weakness.
Remember that I used to draw in your test papers?
Yes, thank you so much. Now, given the preparation of April Joy, were you that confident to pass or to top the examination?
I was more anxious about the paper because you know how sensitive the paper is for those examinations. The anxiety was like when I was taking the exam, I was very careful and very gentle when I was shading, when I was marking, and even when I was writing. So yes.
You were confident. Okay. How about you, Ma'am Nira? Are you that confident that you will pass the board examination?
Well, in contrast to Mom Joy, I wasn't that really confident. Yeah, but I have so many doubts. What if I won't make the cut? Yes, sir.
And now the final judgment day arrived. The feeling that the result came out. Let me ask you first, Ma'am Nira. Were you waiting, or somebody just told you that you topped the board examination?
Somebody told me, sir, that I topped the board. At first, all I knew was I passed the exam. I didn't know that I landed on the 7th place until Sir Lion called me.
Amazing. Yeah. Sorry to tell, Ma'am Nira is 7th place. Because kanina I mentioned she's top 9. We have also a top 9 who is at same batch with Ma'am April Joy, and her name also is April Joy. Another April Joy from the college is April Joy Fernandez, and she is top 9, I assume. Okay. Ma'am Nira, what was the situation? Where are you when you were informed that you are top 9?
I was here in Antique, sir. It was afternoon. Then I was waiting for the result. Then my classmate texted me, congratulations. And then I was very happy because I knew that I already passed. But I didn't know that I made it to the top. Then Sir Lion called me.
Amazing.
And ay nahambal ko lang, oh, sir, thank you, sir, all throughout the call.
Sir Lion was really proud by that time, because I guess those were the first few years him being the dean of the college, and you were his first trophy in the licensure examination for teachers, and he's so thankful for that. April, I know you have a very funny story when you were informed that you passed and topped the LET.
Before I share that funny story, I would just like to say that when Ma'am Nira here was awarded the award, and I was playing I think what song was that? And I was staring at her, and I was a fan girl actually. Someday. Yes.
You are a fan girl of the top 7.
Yes. So funny story about the news when I was actually out in the field. I was taking the goats home. You know, because I had yes, I was taking care of goats before and after the licensure examination. I was taking of our goats, and I was out in the fields. It was almost, I think it was twilight by the time, 5-6 p.m. And then my phone started ringing, and there were like a series of texts and phone calls from people, and I was like, what's happening? And I guess my guess was like, oh, maybe I passed the licensure examination, and I only realized later on that I actually landed a spot in the top 10 when I read the messages and I got a very hurried and frantic phone call from my sister in Manila saying, Dai, congratulations, top 6, oh my god. Okay. Yes. But really, the thing that really made me happy during that time was when my mother entered my room and she just hugged me and kissed me and said, I'm very proud of you. So yes. And goats. I'm proud of that moment. I celebrated with my goats.
At the end of the day, you have to go back to the field, no? Thank you, field study. You have been prepared to go to the field because of the field study. Now, Ma'am Mira, last question for this part. How does it feel to become a top notcher? Ma'am Mira,
Sorry, sir.
you are in mute. Okay, that's fine.
I feel blessed, sir. It was so surreal, but I was very happy that I was able to give back to my parents. Was able to somehow give honor to the university, and I'm just grateful to all my teachers, from elementary to high school, to my professors, for the knowledge that they have imparted wholeheartedly when I was under the tutelage.
Wow. How about you, Ma'am April? How does it feel to become a top 6?
Obviously, very, very happy. Although that didn't show actually at first. It took its time to sink in before I actually realized I'm part of the top 10. But yes, very happy, very grateful, and also like very proud. Not for myself, but for the efforts of my parents and of course you as my teachers. So yes, very, very happy.
You know, the moment that we have here, that we are informed that you were top notchers coming from our college, first with Ma'am Mira's, Sir Dean was so excited. If I'm not actually mistaken, Sir Dean, I can still remember that we have bought 7 cakes to represent the top 7, and we had a photo up with the 7 cakes. And with Ma'am April Joy Gacket, we had that because we came from just a trip. Now we went to City Hall, and then we're going back to the city, and we were waiting for the result, and then the result came. And then he was so crying because someone is calling him, Dean, you have a top notcher named April Joy. And then someone told him that's April Joy Gacket. And another, no, it's not April Joy Gacket, it's April Joy Fernandez. And little did we know that there are 2 April Joys in the college who made it to the top, and we are so happy with you bringing so much glory in the College of Education of PHINMA University of Iloilo. And by that, I assume so much of the throwback, Dean will be asking you of the things that have molded you to become the person that you are right now. Dean?
And in addition, we were in the boat during that time.
Yes, I can still remember.
When we knew that both April Joys landed in the top 10 for the licensure examination for teachers in September 2015. All right.
Yes, Dean, I can still remember. Dean, I can still remember I lost my wallet, all my ATMs and IDs, I lost it. And I felt bad, with the trip that we had. And then the 2 of you being able to the top, and I said, okay, that's fine. I lost my wallet and my money, that's fine.
It changed the mood.
Yeah, it's a good compensation actually.
It changed the mood. All right. Now, I would like to ask our invited guests. I want to ask this question, yung palaging tinatanong ni Boy Abunda. If you're going to look at yourself in the mirror right now, okay, how are you now and how is life now? I'd like to ask Ma'am Niera.
Film education really open a lot of opportunities and is the key to a brighter future. Now that I am employed, I get to help financially my parents, and I was able to refurbish our house, and somehow life is now better, sir. It is different from what we had before.
It really made your life better.
Yes, sir.
All right. April, how is life now?
Definitely better in terms of career and job. I'm definitely in a better position. in terms of, finances and everything, yes. So being able to finish my degree, having when I passed the licensure examination and being a top part of the top 10, that really led me to many opportunities. So yes, life definitely better.
So how has PHINMA Ed changed you as a person and as a career woman?
Yeah. In terms of my view of myself. So I had insecurities, and when I had insecurities before, and when I studied and eventually worked for PHINMA Ed, that changed me in many ways. Like I am able to approach things now in a clearer perspective. I'm also kind of, when there's something that's for you, you should take it, grab the opportunity. So yes, so in many ways, it influenced me. PHINMA education really influenced me in my choices and the way I look at life now.
So, in addition, what opportunities have opened after having all of these and after passing and topping the board exam and working at PHINMA University of Iloilo?
I guess the major thing is right now I'm currently in Australia and pursuing my master's degree, and that's because of PHINMA education. So that's a very big opportunity that I am grateful for PHINMA Ed. Being here allows me to develop my skills furthermore, to learn many other things, different culture, be able to work with other people who are, doctors, to work in a different context, and to get to know many other things that it kind of widens my horizon. And with that, when I go home or when I go back in the Philippines, definitely it's something
soon.
that I would like to, yes, very soon.
Very
soon. I would like to share with PHINMA.
All right, we're very excited to be hearing from you. We're very excited that you will be sharing to us what you have learned there in Victoria University in Australia. And hopefully this will transcend to our students in the College of Education to better equip our students and to better prepare our students, not just for life, but eventually for the teacher, and eventually for the teaching profession. We're very excited, Ma'am April. How about Ma'am Niera? How has PHINMA Ed changed you, and what opportunities have opened after having all of these?
PHINMA education, sir, has been always an opportunity of a lifetime. It really provides me countless opportunities and meaningful experiences that made my stay there so amazing. The knowledge and transformation I have gained are reasons why I find myself successful today. So after passing the board, I was able to apply for a teaching position in a public school, and I was fortunately hired permanently.
All right. We're very happy. We're very happy of your achievement. We're very happy that you choose to pursue your dream here at PHINMA University of Iloilo. We are very happy that we are part of what you are now. We are always happy seeing you all achieving, and we're very happy seeing you all enjoying your life and making your lives better because you did choose PHINMA education to be a partner in achieving those dreams, and we're very happy for that. And I think I turn you back to Sir Jeff.
So before we end this special virtual talk show with the Ma'am Niera and Ma'am April Joy, it will not be complete without us asking them of these questions that I guess our viewers would learn a lot. First question for Ma'am April Joy Gacket: what can you advise to aspirants about their dreams?
Dream big, dream high.
Dream
There's a thing about dreams, like in order to make it come true, you gotta wake up, you gotta work for it, you gotta have the patience for it. So, but take it one step at a time, and do not work hard, work smart. And many
All
other
right.
new
Well,
things
Nira.
that
Okay. All right. Well, Nira, what advice can you give our PHINMA Ed students or our viewers on choosing a course or a career?
On choosing courses, I think you have to really ask yourself first what you really want and why you really want it. And it is very important that your course is in line with your interests and your skills. Always remember that the secret to career fulfillment will always be being able to love whatever it is you do in life.
Given that, Ma'am Nira, what is your concept of success?
For me, success is not made by sitting down. You really have to work hard. Have to couple it with determination and faith.
Ma'am April Joy, what's your concept of success?
we have different concepts of success. We have different versions of success. For me, success is like, the little things that we do every day, like just waking up, being able to finish the tasks that have planned to do that day, being able to, achieve something in a month or so. So for me, that's my definition of success. And you take all those little things, those little successes, and you put them all together, and that gives you a sense of fulfillment, the great victory that you've always been seeking. So yes. In terms of choosing courses, I just want to add that be brave in asking questions. It's going to be really, really difficult, especially if your parents are saying, ganito yung kunin mo, ganito lang kasi wala tayong pera. I'd say that be brave, ask questions, ask universities, go to universities, do inquiries, because there are a lot of scholarships and study options, especially study options that you can take in order for you to find the perfect course for you. So it's an information warfare. The more information you know, the more well-informed your decision will be regarding the course that you're going to take. So yes.
Thank you so much. It's actually good advice that at the end of the day, it is not really our parents who will decide what we will do in our life. Actually, it is our interest, and our interest to the course or path that we are going to take will determine the level of success that we will be achieving in life. Now, last question for the both of you. Ma'am Nira, what is your message for PHINMA education?
I am certain that I would be able to step up to my current job without the knowledge I gained through PHINMA education. So thank you for giving me countless opportunities, from the scholarship down to the brilliant professors I have encountered who are, until now, are very supportive in ways seen and unseen. So PHINMA education was really the right choice and is always certainly the right one. I got great education. I was challenged at every turn, and I don't regret staying in PHINMA. And with that, to PHINMA education, I was forever grateful.
Thank you. April Joy?
Can I just copy what Ma'am Nira said? I'm here in Israel for almost like more than a year now, going 2 years. And you know what really puts me at peace or something? Like whenever I'm facing a very difficult task for our classes or for our assessment, I would always play the music, Sasamahan Kita, without of course the video and all, just the music, because it actually kind of lift me up. And like I would say to myself, this is for PHINMA Ed, this is for the future students of PHINMA education. So yes, I'll be forever grateful for this opportunity. I'll be forever, I would never regret the decision, the first step that I did into PHINMA University of Iloilo. So yes, thank you. And for our PHINMA education students, love learning. Yes, just love learning. Everything else follows.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Nira and Ma'am April Joy Gakit. We are so delighted to have the both of you with us today in this special virtual show. Sir Lion?
All right, we would like to thank our guests for this afternoon for sharing their time, their precious time with us, and for sharing their experiences and sharing their thoughts on how PHINMA Ed has helped them in becoming a professional teacher, in becoming an in-service teacher where they are right now. And with that, we'd like to thank again Ma'am Nira Caminse, a graduate of Bachelor in Elementary Education, major in General Education, and our first ever top-notcher in the College of Education, top 7 in August 2014 Licensure Examination for Teachers. We would like also to thank Ma'am April Joy Gakit, our top-notcher during the September 2015 Licensure Examination for Teachers, together with another April Joy Fernandez, who landed top 9 in the Licensure Examination for Teachers during September 2015. So to our viewers, to our PHINMA education students, like Ma'am April Joy and like Ma'am Nira Caminse, you too can come from extraordinary beginning to extraordinary achievement. Okay? So from that ordinary beginning, we will transform you into an extraordinary achievement. So don't be afraid to dream big dahil kasama mo ang PHINMA Ed. Maraming salamat to our viewers and special shout out to the College of Education teachers of PHINMA University of Iloilo. Thank you very much for watching and thank you very much for the support. We would like also to thank the teacher education faculty members of our sister schools in the network, and I would like to acknowledge them again: PHINMA Cagayan de Oro College, PHINMA University of Pangasinan, PHINMA Arroyo University in Cabanatuan, Nueva Ecija, and with our PHINMA NCR schools, St. Jude College, Rizal College of Laguna, Republican College, and of course, Southwestern University PHINMA in Cebu City. And in the College of Education, we always believe that we strive for excellence. It's always excel short and there's no room for mediocrity. Because in the College of Education here at University of Iloilo, basta taga-ed, you're always the best. If you're a teacher, you're always a champion. Good afternoon, everyone. And I am Dean Lion Mark Pinheiro from the College of Education, and with my co-host this afternoon,
I am Jefferson S. Tumor from the PHINMA University of Iloilo College of Education. Thank you so much for watching this special virtual show entitled PHINMA Ed Spotlight. Have a nice day, everybody. Keep safe.
maraming salamat po.